From the infamous Beast of Bodmin Moor to the Surrey puma, reports of large black cats have been documented throughout the 20th and 21st centuries. Eyewitness testimonies describe panther-like creatures moving stealthily through the underbrush, sometimes observed killing livestock.
William Goodwin, a farmhand struggling to make ends meet, wrote to me with a story that spoke of both terror and a strange respect for the creature he encountered. His words painted a vivid picture of a night that would forever change his life. Working late one night, tending to the animals under a sky ablaze with stars, I was startled by the panicked bleating of my sheep. The tranquility of the night was shattered, and my heart raced as I tried to make sense of the sudden chaos. Grabbing my trusty torch, I raced towards the source of the commotion. The beam of light bounced wildly as I sprinted, my mind racing with thoughts of what could be causing such distress among my flock. The beam of my torch cut through the darkness, revealing a sight that made me stop dead in my tracks. My breath caught in my throat as I tried to process the scene before me. Standing in the middle of my flock, a lamb clutched in its jaws, was a large, powerfully built cat. Its presence was both majestic and terrifying, a predator in its prime. Its sleek black coat shimmered under the moonlight, its eyes like burning embers fixed on me with an intensity that sent a shiver down my spine. The creature exuded a sense of power and grace that was almost otherworldly. For a moment, neither of us moved. It was as if time itself had paused, allowing us to acknowledge each other's presence in the stillness of the night. Then, with a casualness that belied its predatory nature, the creature dropped the lamb and in one fluid movement, leapt the fence, disappearing into the night. The silence that followed was almost deafening, a stark contrast to the earlier chaos. The lamb was unharmed, not a single mark on its fleece. It was as if the encounter had been a mere warning, a demonstration of the predator's dominance and restraint.
As a seasoned truck driver, I'm accustomed to the solitude of long hauls and deserted roads. But one night in Exmoor National Park, I had a story that shook even my hardened exterior. I had stopped for a break along a desolate stretch of road, stepping out of my truck to stretch my legs. I noticed movement in a nearby field and at first dismissed it as a stray dog. But as the creature moved into the moonlight, I saw the unmistakable length of its tail, the fluid grace of its movements. It was far too large and moved with a predatory confidence no dog could possess. As if sensing my gaze, the creature turned, its eyes locking onto mine. A low growl, deep and guttural, emanated from the shadows. I scrambled back into the safety of my truck, my hands trembling as I fumbled with the locks.
I'm a school cleaner in rural Devon, and my story unfolded in the most unlikely of settings. One winter evening, I was tasked with locking up the school when I noticed movement near the deserted playground. Initially, I assumed it was a stray dog, but as I watched, I realized this was no ordinary animal. It moved with an unnerving grace, a calculated precision that spoke of a practiced hunter. I crept closer, hoping to get a better look at the creature. That's when it sensed me. The creature turned, its eyes, twin points of fire in the gathering darkness, fixing on me. A low growl, barely audible yet laced with a chilling intensity, sent a shiver down my spine. I stumbled back, fear lending speed to my steps, and bolted inside, the school doors slamming shut behind me.
I was seeking solace after long shifts when I had a chilling encounter in the Peak District National Park. The silence of the woods was broken by the unmistakable sound of crunching leaves. I stopped, turned to face the source of the noise, but found nothing. Then just beyond the tree line I saw it, a creature, low to the ground, sleek and undeniably feline, watching me. My heart pounded as I hurried on, but the creature continued to stalk me, darting between trees, always closer each time I looked back. Finally reaching my vehicle, I fumbled with my keys, the creature a mere few feet away. Throwing myself into the car, I slammed the door and locked it. As I sped away, I caught a final glimpse in my rearview mirror, those glowing eyes, unblinking, following me until I disappeared around a bend in the road.
These personal experiences, shared with me through YouTube comments and emails, add to the growing body of evidence that suggests these creatures are more than mere folklore. Whether escaped pets, released animals, or something else entirely, these creatures are out there, lurking in the shadows, their true nature as elusive as the darkness they inhabit. While sightings remain rare and concrete evidence elusive, the stories continue to surface, each one adding another layer to the mystery of England's big cats.